Well, this weekend it's time to keep calm and eat some ribs, especially with Company 7 Barbecue. We've got Pitmaster Patrick here with us. So, Patrick, you've got a long knife. I'm going to let you handle that.
Well, yeah.
What are we doing today?
So we're doing some baby back ribs, which is the rib that we sell in the restaurant. But just in case you're not going to visit us on Father's Day and maybe you're going to try this on your own, I figured I'd give a couple little tips on first what to look for in a raw rib and prepping it, because a lot of barbecue and cooking is prep work and choosing the right stuff.
Good to know.
So this is a baby back, which is the cut of meat that's closer to the rib of the pig. So it's actually the more tender part. So think like your tenderloins.
Oh, okay.
Versus what is a spare rib or something like that. So baby backs, what you really want to look for is like a meaty part here and good marbling. So fat versus meat content, similar to a steak that you're looking at. You also want to look at bones on the top and the bottom. In the barbecue world, there's something that's called shiners, and you'll see tops of the bones, and that's where the butcher cut off too much of this top meat, and the ribs are sticking up before you even cook it. So when you cook it, that meat's going to shrink, and it's not really what you're looking for.
And we clearly don't see it here.
Yeah, you want a nice meaty top here. If you're really getting into it and you look at the label, there's what's called 1 1/4 down and 2 1/4 down, and that means how much it weighs raw.
Oh,
you really
wow.
want to look for that 2 1/4 down. So that means the rib will weigh 2.5 1/4 pounds or down. So
oh, wow.
So it gives you a nice thicker rib.
I'm following along. Okay.
So that's just something, couple little clues to look at if you're at the store looking for ribs.
Sure.
There's usually a membrane here. This is the crazy barbecue world, so there's all kind of opinions. Some people like to leave it on, some people take it off. We always take it off. It's off here. It's just kind of chewy when it doesn't get cooked right.
Sure.
So it's easier to just take it off.
Amen. I like your thinking.
So you want to season it first. So ribs especially, cooking in general, the S's. Sweet, savory, salty, spicy, right?
Okay.
So ribs especially, you want a little sweet, a little salt, a little savory, depending on how spicy you like it or how spicy you think your family or customers like it. You can add that as you go. But we do our rescue rub and brown sugar to get that sweet and salty and savory first.
I was hoping you did something sweet. That's my favorite.
Get the bottom, get the top. You're going to want to get a really nice coating as they make a huge mess.
Well, you know what? That's actually a perfect time. Patrick's going to make a mess. We'll be right back over a commercial break with Company 7 Barbecue. Stick with us. Welcome back to the Living Dayton Kitchen. We're firing up the flavor with Company 7 Barbecue. We've got Pitmaster Patrick here with us. So Patrick, we did some TV magic over the break here. So catch viewers up at home. What have you done?
We've got the cooked ribs. So after you season them, put them in the smoker, whatever smoker or however you're going to do them there. Usually about 225, 250 baby backs. I would check around 3.5 to 4 hours. You'll want to get kind of like they start to kind of not break, but they bend a little bit, I guess is what they're looking for.
Yeah.
If you temp them into the meat, about 180 degrees is what you're looking for. So they're not quite done yet. So again, putting those flavors in, right? So you're looking for more like competition style or flavor ribs. So this is now where you can add some more flavor to your rib.
Ooh,
maybe you want some more spice, maybe you want some more sweet. We actually add a little extra margarine or melted down butter. So you're gonna rub that in there. You can put a little more rub. You know, think about adding jalapeno rubs or flavor, or if you want more sugar, more spice. This is kind of where you're adding that depth of flavor.
Oh, wow.
So you're layering flavors on top of each other. Don't forget both sides, because that's important, because when you bite, your taste buds are going to be in the top and the bottom.
I was about to ask if we should do butter on the inside part of it.
Yeah. And then what you're going to do here is you're just going to wrap the rib. Nice tight fold. You can do this with foil, butcher paper, whatever you kind of like to use at home if you're into really barbecuing. You're going to take that, you're going to put it back into a smoker or even an oven, maybe like 170, 205, and just kind of let it steam and sit and get a little more done.
For how long?
I mean, honestly, at like 170, you can leave them in there all day and they should be perfectly fine.
Perfect.
If you want to cook it a little more, depending on how you like your ribs, technically, in the barbecue competition world, a rib should bite off the bone. It shouldn't fall off the bone.
I see the difference.
That's kind of like a thing that was created restaurant-wise, the fall off the bone. But if you're actually in a competition and they should be able to pick it up, bite through, and it should tear nice and easily off the bone.
Ooh, I like this advice.
And that's kind of what you're looking for when you're looking for that perfect rib.
Well, sure. So I know, especially with the weather this weekend, I might be staying indoors for Father's Day. So you've got to check out Company 7's Rib Barbecue. Viewers at home, we have all that information on your screen. You've got to check out their social media specials. They always have something going on, especially Father's Day weekend. Patrick, it was so great chatting with you today.
Great to see you again.
Of course, and happy Father's Day.
Thank you.